Chris Okenval.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is a bill that certainly, Mr. Speaker, warrants support. We've heard the previous speaker from New Zealand First saying it's a United Future Agreement bill. Well, I think that sells it a little cheap. The origin, the genesis, goes back quite a long way. Certainly goes back to 2005. I was aware of its discussion. I believe there were 4,000 submissions on it from people, and it certainly is nothing new to the recreational hunting practitioners. Recreational hunters are very special people, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Speaker, and I know yourself are reasonably keen on recreational hunting and have some expertise in fishing, I'm told. And that's all well and good and all to the benefit of everybody. I'm a very keen fisherman myself, and the hunting I have done I've thoroughly enjoyed. But for those who are really gripped with it, it is an all-absorbing, very, very important part of their lives. I remember asking one standard West Coast deer hunter, I said, and he's not a man who I think has ever lied, I said, how many deer have you shot in your lifetime? And honestly, he had smoke coming out of his ears with the concentration, and eventually he said, oh, Chris, I don't know, but it's thousands. 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 Not a light-hearted involvement, a thorough commitment to good hunting practices. I can remember when I arrived in New Zealand how I was struck by the relative freedom we all have to go hunting. That is something that is well worth preserving, particularly in comparison with other countries. It is almost, one could say, a birthright. But management of the hunting stock is something that has been engaged in for centuries. Centuries. Gamekeepers weren't a casual luxury. They had a real job to do. Game wardens have a real job to do. Department of Conservation has divided jobs to do in this. The management of the hunting stock by recreational hunters, Mr. Speaker, is something that is not just sensible, it's extremely positive from all points of view. It'll be a statutory body, a voice for recreational hunters, giving voice by recreational hunters. They will work hand in hand with the Department of Conservation. They will work hand in hand with other users of the recreational estate. I've been speaking today, Mr. Speaker, with recreational hunters in the West Coast, which must be one of the bastions of good hunting still remaining in New Zealand, and I have heard nothing except thorough support for this bill and its sentiments. Mr. Speaker, I have great pleasure in supporting it. Thank you very much.
Louisa Wall.
Kia ora, Mr. Speaker. Thank you for the opportunity to contribute.